lot about the people of a country. How they speak, how they live, what kind of melodies and rhythms they like.
We should sing holiday songs from lots of different countries and learn about the customs and traditions that happen that time of year.
That would be so cool. It's like traveling without having to pack. Where are we going first?
I say we start with England, then work our way around the world from there. The people of England celebrate Yuletide with many traditions that include placing holly and ivy in the window to protect against evil.
And hanging mistletoe in the doorway. Any guy may claim a kiss from any girl who happens to stand underneath it. The custom is to remove a berry from the mistletoe and give it to the girl. When all the berries are gone, no more kisses.
Kids in England hang stockings or pillowcases at the end of their bed, hoping that Father Christmas will leave a present or two on Christmas Eve.
On December 26th, the people in England, as well as Australia, New Zealand, and parts of Canada celebrate Boxing Day.
Really? They celebrate They put on boxing gloves and fight?
No, that's not it. Originally, churches had small boxes made of clay where people donated money. At the end of Boxing Day, it was broken open, and the money was distributed to the poor.
Now it's a day when employers give their workers a special gift or bonus, and a day off.
Well, let's take a break and eat some plum pudding and start the festivities.
As a sign of Mary and Joseph's arrival.
But the most important symbol of French Christmas is the crèche, or manger scene. It can be small and simple, or large and ornate. Often, the family crèche is handed down from generation to generation, with additional figures called Santon may be added each year.
On Christmas Eve, children leave their shoes sitting by the fireplace filled with goodies by Pierre Noel.
Pierre Noel also hangs fruits, nuts, tiny toys, and bows on the tree while he's there.
And here's the coolest thing. Any child who sends Pierre Noel a letter gets a postcard back in response. It's been an official law since 1962.
So if you're in France this Christmas Eve, don't forget to leave a shoe by the fireplace and a carrot in your shoe for his donkey.
Sing
is at its greatest distance from the equator, and the days grow shorter and shorter until the arrival of the winter solstice, or Jul, meaning the change.
St. Lucia Day announces the beginning of the Christmas season and brighter days ahead. Early in the morning of December 13th, a daughter from each family puts on a white robe with a red ribbon sash and a crown made of evergreens and candles. In parts of Scandinavia, a little mischievous gnome, or Nisse, arrives at Christmas time. He comes at midnight riding a goat.
He guards the farming and plays tricks on little children, especially if they forget to full forage in the barn.
Ornaments made of straw, blue and white porcelain plates, and hand-dipped candles are among the traditional Scandinavian gifts.
And there's one incredible gift. Each year since 1947, a giant, 70-foot-tall Norway spruce tree has been sent from the city of Oslo to stand in London's Trafalgar Square.
Finally, on January 13th, St. Nuts Day is celebrated. It's the end of the month-long holiday season. The Christmas trees are piled high and become a part of a giant bonfire, symbolizing the triumph of light over darkness. market each year.
Thousands of visitors come during the holidays to buy handmade gifts, nativity scenes, and holiday decorations.
The most amazing sight happens on the evening of December 5th, the eve of St. Nicholas Day. It is said that St. Nicholas descends to earth from heaven on a glowing boat, wearing a white robe. He's joined on earth by an angel and a devil.
This trio may visit your home, or you may find them roaming around the old town square while children gaze in awe. St. Nicholas asks each child if they've been good during the past year. Usually, parents have a list handy of things your child did right and wrong.
Children who have been good are asked to sing a song or recite a poem, after which the angel rewards them with sweets or a small toy. But if Nicholas suspects a child has been naughty, the devil has a sack of black coal or hard tape.
Or the devil may jokingly threaten to put the child into a sack to be taken away and straightened out.
Following a day of fasting, the actual feast of Christmas is quiet and peaceful, as the day brings an end to any quarrels or misunderstandings. magic about Christmas in Germany, a country that shared so many of its traditions with the world. The German celebration lasts 45 days, from St. Andrew's Night at the end of November through the middle of January.
It was in Germany that the custom of decorating a Christmas tree began. Since the early 1600s, trees have been decorated with fruits, foils, and colored paper.
Traditionally, only the adults decorate the tree. They ring a bell when they're ready to reveal the fully lit and magical tree to their children.
Gingerbread houses also began as a German tradition, and the first candy canes were created in the shape of a shepherd's crook.
The Advent calendar also originated in Germany, featuring 24 little windows, one open for each day, revealing a special drawing or treat. On December 5th, children leave their shoes or boots outside the door in the snow, hoping to find a present from St. Nicholas. Handmade nutcrackers and other wooden toys are sold in the Christmas markets, which take over almost every city's main square.
One of the earliest German carols, Good King Wenceslas, tells the story of a kind king, encouraging all people to treat each other well.
On Christmas Eve, a female angel named Christkin flies from house to house, dressed in white with glittering gold wings, tinkling a little bell and leaving presents for good children. Representing the manger. And an extra place is often set for any unexpected visitor, showing that anyone seeking shelter is welcome in this place.
The special midnight mass is called Pastorka, or Shepherd's Watch Mass.
On Christmas, a mother star delivers gifts to children who have behaved well throughout the year.
During the week between Christmas and New Year, a small German puppet theater called Shopke travels across town, featuring scenes from the life of Christ. large book of the urn of fate. Each family member must draw a name and then must be a devoted friend to that person for the oncoming year.
On Christmas Day, many children play Swing in the Sun on swing sets assembled in public squares. They encourage them to move higher and higher into the sky with them during the winter solstice. Most Spanish children write their wish list to the three kings, receiving their gifts on January 6th, the feast of the Epiphany.
Children leave their shoes filled with straw outside the door, on a balcony, or on a windowsill the night before, often along with the 3 dishes of food for the kings.
Each child hopes that the three kings will find the shoes, use the straw to feed their weary camels, and then fill the shoes with gifts.
The grand finale in Spain is on the Epiphany, when a special parade of kings, animals, and children occurs up and down the streets.
During this festive time, children travel from house to house, reciting Christmas poems and singing, in return for coins.
Shepherds come down into the villages, carrying torches as they process, and sing Christmas carols accompanied by bagpipes.
In some areas, a large Yule log, called a chepo, is lit in the fireplace. Children hit the log with sticks, creating sparks that fly up the chimney.
And the first nativity scene, called Presepio, was made in Italy by St. Francis of Assisi. Today, most Italian homes and churches have one.
But you shouldn't place the figure of the baby into the scene until the clock strikes midnight.
The well-known
Christmas Eve.
fruitcake, or panettone, is a once-a-year specialty in Italy. It's easy to make, it's durable, and it lasts for weeks.
On the night of January 6th, presents are received from La Befana. She's a cheerful, tiny old woman dressed in black.
The story goes that La Befana missed going with the 3 kings to visit the baby because she was too busy sweeping her house at the time. When she tried to join them later, she couldn't find them or the star. She lost her way and has been constantly flying around in her broomstick looking for the baby ever since.
Come to the stable.
Remember that in parts of Africa, as in the Middle East, Asia, and other places around the world, many people don't celebrate Christmas.
In Ethiopia, Christmas is observed on January 7th with a very early morning service. Upon entering the church, each person receives a candle.
Once all the candles have been lit, the process around the church 3 times to the service.
12 days later, Ethiopians begin the 3-day celebration of Timkat, commemorating the baptism of Christ. Priests wear turbans and carry large embroidered and fringed umbrellas.
In Egypt, Santa may be seen riding a camel, delivering presents.
Palm trees in Liberia are decorated with beautiful red bells and spectacularly evening fireworks light up the sky.
In Ghana, the Christmas season coincides with a huge cocoa harvest, and Father Christmas doesn't celebrate Christmas. Doesn't travel from the North Pole, but from the jungle.
Children in Nigeria process from house to house in costumes, holding sparklers, and acting out the nativity story in return for coins, which they donate to the poor.
In the Congo, the day begins with an annual Christmas pageant. As carolers walk through the village, each person bringing a small gift or to the morning service.
And in South Africa, it's the time of the summer holiday. Warm weather greets Father Christmas as he arrives with gifts on Christmas Eve.
A white tablecloth is used in tribute to the baby's swaddling cloths.
And hay is spread on the floors and tables, reminding the family of the humble stall where the baby was born.
A special porridge called kutia is served. It's made of grains, honey, poppy seed, and fruits, and is often eaten from a carved bowl to symbolize unity.
Some families throw a spoonful of cotija on the ceiling. If it sticks there, that means good luck and good harvest for the coming year.
Later in the day, families may take a ride together in a troika, a sleigh pulled by 3 horses.
In Russia, many additional customs occur on New Year's Eve, the night the pine tree, called yoga, is cut and trimmed with homemade fruits and decorations.
Also, on New Year's Eve, children anxiously await the arrival of the Dushka Moroz, Grandfather Frost.
He appears wearing a blue suit and carrying a big magic staff, handing out gifts with the assistance of the Snow Maiden.
Clement Clark Moore's poem, "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," written in 1823, was the first to describe a jolly Santa, riding on a reindeer-driven sled.
In 1863, America's version of Santa was first illustrated by Thomas Nast in an issue of Harper's Weekly magazine.
In Alaska, tinsel and colored paper wheels called stars are carried from door to door, while in many areas of the Southwest, the Mexican ritual of Las Posadas takes place.
In Philadelphia, a day-long Murmurs Parade features string bands and strutters, wearing lavish, bright-colored costumes.
In New Orleans, a huge ox is decorated with holly and ribbons on its horns, then paraded through the streets.
In New York, the first tuba Christmas concert was held in 1974 at Rockefeller Plaza's ice rink. Today, approximately 100 other cities hold similar events.
Moravian families in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and Winston-Salem, North Carolina, attend the Christmas Eve Love Feast, during which a large bun and a cup of coffee is served to each worshiper as a token of fellowship. In Hawaii, Santa Claus arrives by boat, not to be outdone. He catches a wave riding on a surfboard.
And since 1923, the grand and magnificent National Christmas Tree has been lit in Washington, D.C.
Its original message of people coming together in peace and joy continues to ring true today as we celebrate the varied customs and traditions of the Christmas season.
Good evening. My name is Bill Myers, and I happen to be music director of Maryland Sings and founder as well. We've traveled around the world a little bit tonight with vocal sounds and with conversations about what people do in other countries. It's so important for an education to happen with our young people. You've been a wonderful audience. What I'd like to do now is to have them to sing some of their material that's outside of this medley. And this group is ready to go now. Are you ready? All right, with the rules for Christmas.
Be gentle, be grateful, be
25 years ago, my wife and I decided I decided I wanted to do something different. I wanted to get outside of the box and teaching in public school. And so she agreed that it was okay for me to do that. And she hasn't regretted that decision because we've been around a long time. We've been to Europe twice, 8 countries each time. We've been in a White House, was it the Green Room, I think, yes, 5 times in our history. And so we have met presidents, you know. And I'm so pleased that we are still going. We have auditions again coming up in January for a new season. And we have a Broadway show that we do each year called Broadway on Main Street at Ricestown United Methodist Church. Give them a plug too. I'd like to move on now to this group, this handsome group. They're called Stage 3, and they're going to sing Christmas Wishes. Thank you so much. All right, now, we'd like to move on to another group we call OBK, Off-Broadway Kids. We'd like to introduce this number to you, and it's called Shopping Blues. Hoping that you're going to have a wonderful holiday and a safe holiday. Just going to wrap it up for us right now. And we'd like to give you a gift by just wishing you a Merry Christmas.